One Zambia, one nation. Hello and welcome to the news to present. My name is Henry Himonde. The headlines. President Hichilema to attend BRICS Summit. Northern Province health facilities to operate 24/7. Lusaka women and youths get 2.6 million kwacha business boost. And Chadiza district records high teenage pregnancies. And now the news in detail. President Hakainde Hichilema is expected to attend the BRICS Africa Outreach and BRICS Plus dialogues scheduled to take place on August 24, 2023 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Stanley Kakubo, says President Hichilema's high-level engagements at the summit are crucial as Zambia advances the greater integration agenda and shared commitment to the economic prosperity of the continent through creation of strong partnerships. Mr. Kakubo says deliberation of the summit will focus on strengthening mutually beneficial partnerships for growth, development, peace, and inclusive multilateralism and in a multipolar world. He said President Hichilema, in his capacity as the chairperson of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, will also participate in the BRICS Roundtable, which will be co-chaired by South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa and the People's Republic of China President Xi Jinping. Mr. Kakubo explained that the discussion will center on promoting Africa integration and jointly building a high-level Africa-China community with a shared future. This is contained in a statement unveiled to Zanis in Lusaka today. And ZANAKO Bank and Pick and Pay chain stores have partnered to supplement government's efforts in the provision of digital services among communities. The two institutions have agreed to roll out the use of digital transaction using the ZANAKO Express agents to pay for goods and services. Details in the following report.
Zambia National Commercial Bank, ZANAKO, and Pick and Pay have signed an agreement that will see the two institutions promote digital transactions using ZANAKO's Express agents for paying for goods and services. ZANAKO Chief Executive Officer Mkwanichibe Sakunda says the partnership was arrived at to foster financial inclusion through increasing access to digital services that contribute to the country's economic growth.
As part of our Think Outside the Branch strategy, we continue to constantly devise customer-centric solutions with the objective of improving on customer service delivery. One of these initiatives is our Express in-store model, which is an initiative anchored on our existing Express agency models, but goes further to provide banking services with extended banking hours through key strategic partnerships. As you may be aware, over the years, our Express agency network has expanded. Today, we have about 23,000 agents countrywide, from the initial 1,800 agents we had in 2018 when we first started. Customers will now be able to deposit and withdraw cash, make water and ZESCO bill payments, let's say water and utility bill payments, Bill Master, pay TV, DSTV, and GoTV, cash outs, airtime purchases.
Pick and Pay Chief Executive Officer has called for strong partnerships with stakeholders in the promotion of value addition to enhance the provision of digital services in business transactions. He adds that the initiative will also go a long way in closing up the high unemployment levels among communities.
But seriously, this is quite a milestone for Pick and Pay Zambia. In the last 24 months, we've been on a journey of both recovery and discovery. And one of our key aims in Zambia is to be better for customers. And we know that the only way we can be better is through partnerships with wonderful organizations like ZANAKO. ZANAKO is a bank, and you know what bankers do. But the other thing is they're an integral and interwoven part of the community. And what ZANAKO is doing is they're enabling, and we appreciate that. And we think that this is going to be a really important milestone in how ZANAKO helps us and helps our customers to get out there and enable the community. And so on. But we acknowledge the fact that youth unemployment is a serious issue for us to deal with. And we need to do a lot more. And this is one of those things that we're doing to try and address that gap. Thank you.
It is vital that institutions create partnerships that not only enhance their brands but also help in improving the living standards of people through employment creation. Sunday reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
We now move to Western Province, where the Katimamulilo border between Namibia and Zambia in Sesheke district in Western Province has today commenced 24-hour operations. The launch of the 24-hour operation held at no man's land between Zambia and Namibia was witnessed by Zambia's Home Affairs and Internal Security Minister Jack Mwimbu and Namibia's Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security Minister Albert Kawana. Sifue Mwangala now reports.
The Katimamulilo border post, located in the Zambezi region of Namibia and Western Province of Zambia, serves as an important link for trade and transportation between Namibia and Zambia. The border, which of late has been operating between 08 hours to 17 hours, has now been commissioned to start operating 24 hours service. Zambia's Home Affairs and Internal Security Minister, Jack Mwimbu, and Namibia's Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security Minister, Dr. Albert Kawana, witnessed the launch of extended operating hours that was held at no man's land between Zambia and Namibia.
The significance of this launch can never be underestimated, as it has far-reaching socio-economic benefits, including greater efficiencies and higher levels of both social and economic development through improved trade and human mobility.
I believe that more will have the move, will have tremendous economic benefits for both countries, that is Namibia and Zambia. The business community will be able to conduct business between the two countries on a 24-hour basis.
And Western Province Minister Kapela Mbangweta says the extension of operating hours at the border will enhance bilateral trade between the two countries.
The launch of the 24-hour operation here at Katimamulilo Border Control within a few months of the 24th session of the Zambia-Namibia Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security epitomizes the oneness of purpose that exists between our two people at all levels.
The truck drivers and community members expect the 24-hour service to reduce congestion and improve delivery of goods and services at the border.
To open 24 service is part of relief to our side. But what mostly I can say, people, they must be serious or not dead.
Sifue Mwangala for Zanis News at Katimamulilo Border Post, Zambezi Region, Namibia.
We now take a break, and when we come back, health facilities in Northern Province to operate on a 24-hour basis. Stay tuned.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar.
Life is a journey full of varied experiences. Can we reach our desired destiny? Can we achieve our desired goals? If yes, then how? Join Juliet Mutale
on Thursday at 18:30 hours
on How I Made It, a program that highlights various success stories from different personalities with different life experiences and backgrounds.
Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
Welcome back, and now in health news. In its effort to ensure that there is effective delivery of services to the people, Northern Province Health Director Ernest Mutale has advised that all health centers in the province start operating on a 24-hour basis. Dr. Mutale says he expects all centers, whether rural or urban, to be open to the public every time so that people can access services. He said this in Sengahill after conducting an impromptu visit to Nondo Rural Health Center, where he had gone to verify reports of poor workmanship among personnel at the facility. Details in the following report.
It is late in the evening, but that did not stop Northern Province Health Director Ernest Mutale from visiting Nondo Rural Health Center in Sengahill District to verify reports of poor workmanship at the facility.
No one told the woman that you should come and tell us if you are bleeding. That one wasn't there.
Dr. Mutale, who was accompanied by staff from the Provincial Health Office, held a meeting with personnel at the facility and challenged them to be committed to duty.
I'm urging every other health worker in Northern Province that we need to take care of our patients in a way that we are taught at school. These are our brothers, these are our sisters, and we don't want to lose a mother while giving birth. We don't want to lose even that child. So we are telling our workers that can you at least have that passion, where at least everyone that comes knows that they have come to a hospital.
Meanwhile, Dr. Mutale has emphasized the need for all health facilities in the province to operate on a 24-hour basis.
We do not want to find a clinic that is closed. We've said the clinics, whether it's rural or urban, should be 24/7. We understand the challenges, but at least every health facility in Northern Province has a nearby house for the in-charge. So the in-charge should be nearby. If the in-charge is not around, should make arrangements for someone who should be nearby, so that at least someone who comes can get that help.
The Provincial Health Director and his team visited the facility to verify reports from the whistleblower who indicated that the health facility was neglecting patients, a claim that could, however, not be independently verified. Geoffrey Piri, reporting for Zanis in Sengahill District, Northern Province.
And a delegation of 5 ministers and members of the House of Representatives of Japan have arrived in the country to assess what kind of support can be rendered to Zambia's health sector. Delegation leader Toshiko Abe, who is a member of the House of Representatives from the Liberal Democratic Party, paid a courtesy call on Minister of Health Sylvia Masebo at her office. Ms. Abe, who spoke through an interpreter, said the delegation has so far visited some of Japan International Cooperation Agency projects aimed at expanding Zambia's universal health care coverage. And Minister of Health Sylvia Masebo called on Japan to assist Zambia in improving the e-health care system in health facilities across the country, particularly in rural areas. Ms. Masebo says Zambia has made progress in addressing communicable diseases, but still has challenges and is ready to work with the Japanese government to improve the e-service systems. She disclosed that Zambia has few personnel in e-health, adding that most of the human resource is based in the urban, hence the need for Japan to assist in expanding e-health coverage to rural areas.
And Japan has helped Zambia in many sectors, including health. And so we are very pleased and we are very grateful for the support and for the cordial relationship that Zambia and Japan continues to enjoy. Having said this, I just want to state to you that this government attaches great importance in universal health coverage and also in strengthening health systems. And to that extent, we are very happy with the support that Japan has given in that regard. As you know, Zambia has a problem when it comes to production of drugs and vaccines and of course other medical supplies. We depend on importation of drugs. I can safely say more than 95% of drugs are imported. And of course, that gives an opportunity for Japan to come into Zambia and invest in the pharmaceutical industry.
To have this opportunity to meet with the Honorable Minister, Lady Minister of Zambia in charge of work, and then we would like to find a way that we can really assist your initiatives and efforts in this country to really implement the smartphone-based digital system in this country. この国がいかに日本にとって大切かということです。Well, actually, the 5 Japanese parliamentarians took their time to come all the way to Zambia just to stay for 3 days of meeting, and I think that really demonstrates the fact that Zambia is so important.
Still in Lusaka province, women and youths in KATTA constituency have received empowerment loans worth 2.6 million kwacha to boost their businesses. Lusaka Province Minister Shio Muliata officiated at the handover ceremony of a dummy check for 63 beneficiaries at KATTA South School grounds. Ms. Muliata says the expanded Constituency Development Fund will transform communities in the country and called on the beneficiaries to ensure they put the money to good use. Details in this report by Jonathan Mkuka.
Many people have continued benefiting from the expanded Constituency Development Fund CDF across the country. In KATTA constituency of Lusaka district, 63 beneficiaries have benefited from the empowerment loans worth 2.6 million kwacha. Lusaka Province Minister Sheo Muliata, who gave out a dummy check at an event held at KATTA South School, called on the beneficiaries to ensure they put the money to good use.
My dear friends, well done. I wish you well. Do hereby strongly urge you to utilize these funds very prudently. I want to assure you that the developmental agenda pledged to its people during campaigns will all be attained.
Beneficiaries of the empowerment loans are elated with the empowerment.
Isetenzo olova chambe tuma business watu tuenze pansi. So pamene tenzo mvera tikuli CDF kuli chani uda tenzoona kwati ni boza. Awe lero taviona zona vichiteka zona.
Tifunika kunkhala vosevenzesa ndrama iyi bwinobwino, tifunika kunkhala bantu votenga ndrama izi kuzipereka kwinango, tifunika kuzitandizira mu businesses batu kuti titandizire bana baende ku skulu.
KATTA constituency officials have big plans for the area.
As long as you still continue having population growth, it means that you still need to start developing, to continue developing your ward, to continue developing your constituency. And that is the reason why development in KATTA, tizakafuna lyonse izibwera. We still need better markets. We still need better roads.
Jonathan reporting for Zanis News in Lusaka.
And in Siavonga district, Jakarta Primary School in the rural ward of Lusangazi has received a modern 1x2 classroom block being constructed at a cost of over 400,000 kwacha, replacing the old mud grass thatched structures. Area Member of Parliament Darius Mulunda, who is on the tour of Constituency Development Fund projects in his constituency, is happy to see rural areas receive modern infrastructure. Here is a report.
The increased allocation of the Constituency Development Fund has seen numerous developments taking shape in rural communities. In Lusangazi ward of Siavonga constituency, a number of infrastructural projects are being implemented. At Jakarta Primary School, construction of a 1x2 classroom block and a staff house is progressing well. Siavonga Member of Parliament Darius Mulunda, who toured the project, is happy to see the project finally come to fruition.
Lusangazi ward, as you may be aware, it had no a classroom shelter. Of course, we had an old one somewhere where the grass which has since been pulled down. So we decided as the CDF under CDF 2022 to put up a classroom block, which is 1x2.
The lawmaker wants the contractor to expedite the works before the onset of the rain season.
We are, of course, being course, it's because we understand the terrain of this place. We understand the state of our areas. That if we don't do things before the rains starts, then it's a problem. So we are doing everything, and we are assured by the contractor that within 30 days these people should have completed. We are happy that they are on site and everything is being done as per program and as per agreement.
The CDF committee is happy with the coordination of CDF activities in the district.
In the company of our area member of parliament, who is here to appreciate the works of the CDF fund. And I'm happy to mention here that our MP, together with our local authority, which is always there to make sure that these things are implemented, are in a hurry to see that the presidential directives are adhered to.
Pande, Zanis in Siavonga district, Southern Province.
Meanwhile, in Central Province, Kapirimposhi, Member of Parliament Stanley Kakubo has advised beneficiaries of grants and loans under the Constituency Development Fund (CDF) not to divert the funds to other activities but utilize the resources on implementing approved projects. Mr. Kakubo said this when he handed over checks worth over 8 million kwacha in form of grants, loans and skills development and school bursaries under the 2022 and 2023 CDF allocation. More in the following report.
Constituency Development Fund has continued reaching the grassroots in Kapirimposhi district with the latest disbursement of over 5 million kwacha in loans and grants, and a further 3.2 million has been paid out to various learning institutions in form of skills development and school bursaries. Kapirimposhi Member of Parliament Stanley Kakubo has handed over checks to 70 cooperatives and grants to 29 beneficiaries engaged in various entrepreneurial activities.
Nami papata, filafile mwale mbele, bakusta apply. Nga mwakonga filafile mwale mbele. Mwala sangu kweba tindala mwala pokalelo, shalafula. Ero kuliwa kansu. Shilefo kumfako community na nguba mwaba kudanda ukati mwatupele fe check indala matashiraisi. Turefo ya wonse fiawa lapo kakamusangu kaworero. By Friday, unomulungu. Wonse fie. Mufuleni chindala mashini mubanki.
Beneficiaries have been advised to prudently use the funds.
We have looked through your papers and we have said you deserve to get what you are going to get today. So may I advise you that you don't change your program and decide to do something else with that money.
To those of us who have not benefited but had applied, don't get tired or weary. This money is meant for you all.
This empowerment has come in handy for beneficiaries to boost their business ventures.
For small businesses, Minister, it's not easy to get loans from the banks. The conditions, they are so hard for small businesses to meet. Example is just a collateral. There's no bank which can give a small businesses without a collateral.
Carlos Zanis, Kapirimposhi.
To Eastern Province now, where Chadiza District Administration, working in collaboration with Plan International, has expressed concern over the rising cases of teenage pregnancies among girls in Chadiza District. District Administrative Officer Anslo Muchelemba expressed disappointment that children below the ages of 14 are becoming mothers instead of being in school. And Plan International Project Manager Break Free Program Milumbe Kapopo is worried that teenage pregnancies have continued to rise. Jubel Zulu has more in the following report.
It is clear that being a teenage mother entails numerous risks, such as complications of the mother's pregnancy and delivery, as well as health problems associated with poor perinatal outcomes. For Chadiza District, the high number of teenage pregnancies is the order of the day. Stakeholders are fully aware of this challenge.
The high levels of pregnancies in Chadiza, efforts are being put to reduce the numbers, the levels of pregnancies. And what we see is the cause of these pregnancies are the ones that we are trying to tackle. The high numbers have been arising because of what was there in the past.
Traditionally, bylaws have been put in place to ensure that children are protected from the vice.
Miyambo inga ya bure wa mkuru nga kale chinamwali ndiye mchifidomu ya zingalume miyambo kale hapa maruimba nditu chisawawa uchokera Monday up to Friday loko chiveru so ndiye lomba tinakazikitsa malamulo miyambo amachita ako pamwezi umodzi kamodzi ayamba pa Friday utsiriza pa chiveru 17 situona mwamboli wose kutulu chitika chifidomu ya zingalume.
More stakeholders have joined in to mitigate the challenge.
We have seen there's a high number of child marriages here in the Eastern Province. So as Plan International under the Break Free Consortium project, which has FAWEZA, SAT, M-Plan, we are here to empower the young people, the adolescents, to lobby and advocate for access to quality and accessible SRHR service, to have safe and quality education, and to lobby the duty bearers to be accountable for the laws and policies and frameworks which they have coined to curb child marriage and teenage pregnancies in Zambia.
Juba Zulu, Zanis, Chadiza District, Eastern Province.
Now, government has increased the number of beneficiaries from 240 to 795 under the Girls Education and Women Empowerment Livelihood Jewel Supporting Women's Livelihood Project in Luapula District. District Commissioner once more Ngonomo said this when he handed over 11 bicycles valued at 45,600 kwacha to community-based volunteers under the project. Details in the following report.
The Department of Community Development in Luapula District has trained 11 community-based volunteers in business skills and financial management under the Supporting Women's Livelihood Project. The volunteers, whose task is to build capacity of project beneficiaries, have been given bicycles to ease their movement. District Administrative Officer handed over the bicycles to the CBVs.
Because we are taking, savings closer, financial savings services closer to our people in our district. So you are very, very important. And because of the importance of your activities, your contributions, your role that you do, government felt it necessary and prudent that you are given assistance in forms of transport.
Government has increased the number of beneficiaries to the project.
Given a caseload of 795 from the 241. So we are very excited, meaning that we'll train more CBVs, yes, who are going to help our beneficiaries, especially in forming of saving groups.
The recipients to the bicycles highlight the benefits of the project.
The women have benefited on financial discipline. They know how to grow their profits and they know what to use. Bicycles will help us to monitor saving groups with ease because we used to encounter challenges when.
The initiative is aimed at empowering women from poor households with business skills. Karen Mshenywa, Zanis, Luapula District.
And in Southern Province, government has applauded World Vision Zambia for increasing access to clean and safe drinking water to over 51,000 people in Sinazongwe district through the provision of 7 water mechanized systems built at a cost of 2 million kwacha, among other community development projects. Southern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Yolanta Malunga said in Malima area in Sinazongwe during the community close-out celebration that World Vision has been a true partner of government in improving the lives of the local communities. More in the following report.
These are the valley people of Sinazongwe in Malima, celebrating the economic and social transformation World Vision has brought to this area.
Government is cognizant of the complementary role World Vision has played in improving the livelihoods of Malima people.
The transformation that World Vision leads in our district through delivery of access to clean, safe water, establishment of food security facilities such as the cold room and fish market center, irrigation canals, and livestock pass-on programs, construction of over 21 by 3 classroom blocks alongside ablution blocks and maternity annexes are among the key impact areas.
Today, as we bid farewell to World Vision, we do so not with sorrow, but with a deep sense of pride and gratitude. Our partnership has been a journey of growth, learning, and shared accomplishments, while their physical presence may transition, the impact of their work remains steadfast in our lives.
World Vision Zambia has not only achieved in education, agriculture and health sectors, but many areas.
The sector contributions is one that brings joy to us. As under World Vision over the years, we have seen developments in WASH programming, where about 90% access to water has been provided in the catchment area, benefiting over 51,000 people with basic access to clean and safe drinking water.
World Vision has been our pillar in all our developmental programs ever since it came in 1986.
Costa Kimdenda, Zanis, in Sinazongwe District, Southern Province.
Kostak Mdenda's report brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, let's take another look at the top stories in our news. President Hichilema to attend BRICS Summit. Northern Province health facilities to operate 24/7. Lusaka women and youths get 2.6 million kwacha business boost. And Chadiza district records high teenage pregnancies. Thank you so much for watching the news. On behalf of the entire news production crew, my name is Henry Himonde. Until next time, it's goodbye.